Brought to you by Gamezy. Win up to rupees 5 crores every day. Download the app now.
Welcome back to the place where we check in with all the latest quirky, interesting, and even off the field happenings related to the IPL 2022. Now, obviously, we're going to take a start with a team that has not been performing to the best of their abilities, and me saying that is just a little bit of an understatement because I am, of course, talking about the Mumbai Indians. Yes, the five-time champions have lost 8 out of their first 8 games and are mathematically out of contention for the IPL playoffs. Now, such has been their bad form that it prompted skipper Rohit Sharma to actually take to Twitter and put out a little bit of a message of thanking their fans as well as promising them that they will be back soon. The message reads, and I quote, "We haven't put our best foot forward in this tournament, but that happens. Many sporting giants have gone through this phase, but I love this team and its environment. Also want to appreciate our well-wishers who've shown faith and undying loyalty to the team this far." Obviously, Mumbai has one of the biggest fan bases in the IPL, and their fans will doubtless do well to stick with the team as they go through what has been admittedly a pretty bad rough phase, and hope that they can rebound from this both in the remaining matches of this season as well as in the next season. Now, moving on from something that is a little downbeat to something that is quite frankly hilarious, and former Indian cricketer Wasim Jaffar had quite the interesting take on why Ambati Rayudu during CSK's match against the Punjab Kings was in such an aggressive mood. I'm going to show you his tweet right now, and he says, "Rayudu's batting even more aggressively tonight. Rishi Dhawan's glasses may have reminded him of something." Now, if you didn't quite get that reference, I would highly recommend that you go to Google and type Ambati Rayudu 3D glasses, and you'll understand exactly what Mr. Jaffar means. If you did understand, you like me will just say, "Well done, sir. Very well done." Moving on to something another character, let's say, who's pretty hilarious, but who in this case makes quite an interesting message. As you can see, Mr. Chahal, who on a tweet posted and a little video posted on the Rajasthan Royals Twitter page, has talked about how in this one particular game where he was taking on Yuvraj Singh, and he got hit for 3 sixes in the first 3 balls, and then on the 4th ball he kept his heart and he went on to get Yuvraj clean bowled. Now, obviously, this isn't something major which has happened recently. It's a little bit of a blast from the past, but for me, it's a very interesting look into the man known as Chahal, because he can get hit sometimes, but to his credit, he always keeps coming back, and more often than not, he always gets rid of the batsman, as Kolkata Knight Riders fans will remember from their match against Rajasthan this season. Now, on to a player who has been impressing many, a young player who has been quietly impressing many fans in the IPL, and I'm of course talking about the Punjab Kings' Arshdeep Singh. Now, Arshdeep is someone who isn't necessarily heralded as being a top-class talent, mainly because probably his wicket, he could be taking a few more wickets, but where he doesn't lose out is his economy rate, because his overall career average economy in the IPL thus far is just a little over 5. And in fact, yesterday he showed that he can do more than just bowl tight lines and bowl those wonderful Yorkers when he got rid of Mitch Santner in the game against Chennai Super Kings. But what caught the attention of many was not just the ball that he bowled, which was admittedly a great one, but also the celebration that he used shortly afterwards. Check it out here. Beautiful, beautiful celebration. One can only be tempted to think that this could be the other celebration that catches on amongst fans, just like DJ Bravo's Champions or the other players who have employed, similar such catchy little dance celebrations over the years. Now, moving on from one young talent to another, and this is a young talent who in fact many fans have been very interested to see. I'm talking of course about the Yash Dhul of the Delhi Capitals. Now, obviously Dhul is a player who's known to many fans around the world, in India especially, simply because he led the India under-19 team to under-19 World Cup glory just earlier this year before being snapped up by the Delhi Capitals. Now, obviously, the Capitals know that many are keeping an eye, so they've posted a nice little video preview of showcasing him in the nets, warming up, and it is definitely an exciting thing, because such things usually lead to excitement amongst the fan base that maybe, just maybe, we may be getting to see him play soon enough. And do I think personally that I could see that happen? Sure, the Delhi Capitals haven't looked all that great, and maybe injecting a little bit of youthful verve might just be exactly what they need. Now, we're ending this news wrap on a sweet note, let's say, because we're talking about the Lucknow Super Giants and how it is that they decided to celebrate after they registered their win against the Mumbai Indians. Now, they joined in on a trend that has been prevalent, let's say, this season, where teams, after particularly big wins on noteworthy notches, will more often than not end up cutting a cake, popping a little bit of, bubbly, whatever it is, and they too have joined in on that, and they were seen celebrating their win and the fact that they have been going so well this season. Now, obviously, as we know, Lucknow Super Giants, brand new franchise, but they, as well as the Gujarat Titans, have been nothing short of impressive, considering this is their debut season, and that as things stand, both teams could very well be making the playoffs in their debut season. Now, that would be something really exciting if it happens, and me personally, I think I would be very excited to see that happen. And that, I would say, is it for this version of the news wrap. Thank you guys so much for joining me and the entire Sports Today team on a very daily basis. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And don't forget that if you enjoy fantasy gaming, then you should download the Gamezy app, where you stand a chance of winning 5 crores on a daily basis. And the best part about the Gamezy app is that it allows you to make multiple teams. You can choose to make a team for the whole match. You can choose to make it for 1 innings each, or you can even make small teams for 5 over slots. You can play anywhere you like and stand a chance to win up to rupees 5 crores daily. Thank you again for joining us. As always, I am Shane Dias, and I will see you soon.